Hello friends, it's Michael B. Thank you so much for checking out today's video. And in today's video, we got a little bit of news to share with you as John D looks to have reared his head and staked his flag in the ground with a new company in the home arcade space recently showing up at a trade show, and it may just surprise you. On top of that, Spooky Pinball's long-rumored next game has been revealed as they have dropped the name Evil Dead today. We get our first look at the cabinet and some more information on when you guys are going to be able to see a full reveal. And I'm going to tell you more about both of these right after this. So that's right, guys, a little bit of home arcade news, even with some ties to Arcade 1-Up, and a little bit of pinball news, a little bit of something for everybody today. But before we get into that, I want to say thank you so much, everybody, for checking out the channel. Guys, I always appreciate the support. If this is your first time here, you like what you see, go ahead, subscribe, click the bell for notifications, all that YouTube jazz. So Spooky Pinball dropped this trailer today, including what looks to be a newish logo, and we find out what the next game coming from Spooky is going to be. No surprise, it is in fact based on the Evil Dead franchise. As you can see, clearly there's a deadite in the woods on the screen, with more coming up. Evil Dead is coming to Spooky Pinball. This is the game we all expected. It's a franchise we all know and love. Most of us are Army of Darkness fans, but for the original horror movies, get ready. So guys, here's the trailer again running on the Spooky Pinball Facebook page. They have completely decked it out to show the new branding and the excitement for their new game, Evil Dead. Today they officially gave us this teaser, but tomorrow's a big day for the full reveal. So if you go to their Facebook page, they've got a bunch of material already out. First up, they're showing off the first two Evil Dead movies from the film franchise. Evil Dead, the famous Sam Raimi movie he made on an absolutely shoestring budget with his college film buddy Bruce Campbell, who came on to become the iconic Ash Williams. And then of course the sequel, which isn't really a sequel. It's really weird. If you've watched these movies, you know it's a sequel, but they kind of rewrite what happened in the beginning of the movie, like every single movie. There's the Evil Dead, and then there's basically a retold version of the Evil Dead that happens at the beginning of Evil Dead 2, Dead by Dawn. Then, of course, they rewrite it again for Army of Darkness. I don't know why they do this, but this is just a staple of the franchise. It looks like the game is going to be based off specifically these two movies, and it does seem to be a real heavy feature on Evil Dead 2, Dead by Dawn, which is acclaimed by many to be the best in the series. Not me, I'm an Army of Darkness guy. But people do claim this to be the best one in the series, because if you look at the end of the trailer, they even credit Evil Dead 2 in Renaissance Pictures, so keep that in mind. Moving along, we've got our timeline for when we're going to see stuff tomorrow for the official reveal. So 8 a.m. the game trailer is going to drop. 8:30 a.m. promo photos are going to go up. 9 o'clock a.m. featurette. 9:30 a.m. topper trailer, and trust me guys, you guys are going to want to see this topper. It's really cool. We got a little bit of leaked image to show you guys. 10 o'clock open sale, so you're going to be able to place your orders to buy your very own Evil Dead Pinball. And then 7 o'clock p.m. Q&A live stream with Bug and Luke on Twitch, Facebook. I got a chance to talk to Spooky Luke while I was at the Chicago Pinball Expo just very briefly, and I did drop Evil Dead and he did not give any hint at all, so good on him, man, because here it is. And like someone says in the comments here, hail to the king, baby. So while the official reveal is tomorrow, I've seen this image floating around the internet for the last couple of hours. This is shared by my buddy and famed pinball connoisseur, CoolToy23. Doug was kind enough to share this image, which gives us our first look at one of the Spooky Pinball machines. There we can see that double flipper on the right side that I still never understand with the Spooky games. Really confused me with Texas Chainsaw. So here's the side art, and it looks friggin' awesome. I mean, there's Ash Williams with the chainsaw before he loses his hand. There's all the deadites in the background. I love the artwork. I love the artwork on the side. We don't don't really have a good look at the table yet, but I'm going to get into that a little bit later. There's some Deadites. I love this Deadite here. I'm going to see if I can go in any closer. It's not really going to let me, but that looks like Gary Busey there. Take a look. That Deadite looks just like Gary Busey. Of course, that's Sam Raimi's brother who plays the grandmother down locked in the basement. I don't know what they call it because it's not really a basement, but yeah, that's Sam Raimi's brother, Ted Raimi. He actually is the one dressed up as a grandmother there, so really cool. We know that the artwork is going to be done by Christopher Franchi, so we do know that from this leaked image. And the other big thing that people are going to be excited about, featuring new audio callouts by Ash. So it says by Ash. I am guessing that means that they did in fact get Bruce Campbell to come back as Ash to do new callouts for the Pinball Machine. That's pretty cool. I think the thing that most of us are really surprised by is look at this friggin' topper, man. Like, if you look at it, this is the cellar, not basement, cellar. This is the door to the cellar held open with Ted Raimi's, grandmother or mother character coming out of the basement. And yeah, this is very iconic from the first movie, and this is going to be a friggin' cool topper. One of the things I've been very vocal about with Spooky is I'm not a big fan of their toppers for Texas Chainsaw or for Halloween, but man, oh man, this looks friggin' amazing. Last but not least, you may have seen a video already from Carrie Hardy talking about Spooky's next game yesterday. Well, I was lucky enough to get a chance to talk to Carrie Hardy at the Pinball Expo. Well, kind of talk to him. He was there with Stringer Films and trying to cancel a hotel reservation at the Red Robin, which I still to this day don't know if he was successful at. But anyways, I did ask him a little bit about Spooky. Being a big horror movie fan, I'm concerned about the distribution in Canada because it's only Nitro Pinball that puts them out. I'm, hopefully one day going to own a Spooky machine. Hopefully I can get my hands on a Halloween, but Evil Dead definitely now has me intrigued. While I was talking to Carrie, he wouldn't tell me what the next game was or anything like that, but he did say you're going to want to watch out for Spooky's next game. This is going to be their Godzilla. So that's high praise coming from him. So anyways, guys, you know me, I'm a horror movie nut. I love physical pinball, so I can't wait to see what Spooky have done here. I love what they did with Texas Chainsaw, even though it isn't one of my favorite horror movie franchises in the world. I still think they did an amazing job, and I cannot wait to see what they've got done with Evil Dead. I'm going to be watching with a lot of anticipation tomorrow, and I'm hoping this is a home run out of the park for Spooky. So moving on, we got a little bit of Unico news to share with you. Of course, the Nova Blast has been shipping to customers. It's coming along really slowly. A lot of people are still waiting to receive their orders. But one thing I talked about Monday night was the fact that a little while ago, it seems like the shipping had increased on orders for the Nova Blast, with the Nova Blast bar top and stand coming in at a whopping $400 shipping. But good on Unico. This was reported to them, and Unico actually came out and got to the bottom of the issue. So once they were notified that the shipping had got so high with shop and their webpage, it seems like they identified it was an error. They went back in, they fixed the issue, so shipping now should be no more than about $200 to $250 for the Nova Blast bar top and stand. The $400 to the US was some kind of technical error, so shipping is back down to $200. Woo, furrow your brow. This is a machine I'm still very interested in. I haven't pulled the trigger yet, but I do like the idea of the retro candy cab. I like how it looks, and I love the fact it comes with that giant 26-inch monitor. But in much bigger Unico news, and especially for Arcade 1-Up fans, especially former Arcade 1-Up fans, big news as Unico have secured a new partner. Well, some would say new, some would say he's been helping them for years, and that is John D. A lot of us have been wondering what Media 1-Up's going to do. Are they, releasing a product? Other people are indicating, no, they're just going to be a consulting firm. Why not both? It looks like John D is in fact doing some consulting for Unico, helping them in the role of sales and retail distribution. As we know with Unico right now, specifically with the Nova Blast, it's online only through their site. but John is working with him now using the knowledge and experience he garnered in the home arcade space from Arcade 1-Up to help them get the Nova Blast into retail, and who knows, maybe other future products. So very cool. He did a quick interview with NeoHyper64, who I have absolutely no idea what his real name is or who he is, but he seems to be a great guy, Reddit monitor. Anyways, he had a question from him, and what he brings up and that he's very excited about is the fact that he's hoping this new strategic partnership between John D and Unico will basically lead to competition for Arcade 1-Up, kind of kicking the ass to get them to get up off their asses and release some new titles, do something cool. It's always that statement, iron forges iron, and maybe that's one of the reasons Arcade 1-Up is so lax with what they do right now, seemingly coasting on popular titles. Maybe it's a strategic business maneuver, but a lot of us in the community want to see new games and want to see different form factors, especially XL. So I guess Neo Hyper is hoping they will drive them in that direction. Of course, John was at the, I forget what the name of the conference is, the IAAPA Expo 24 in Orlando, Florida. He was there at the Unico booth. Here's a picture of John playing the Nova Blast. Yeah, seeing is believing. There is John with the Nova Blast. This is really, really interesting to me because at one point, John was public enemy number one of Unico because he went after the high-low hack. Fast forward another 2-3 years, and here he is. He may be one of the key components that takes Unico into the future. Who knows? So anyways, guys, that's the news for this evening. Of course, the Unico John D news might be really cool. Hopefully this helps them get it into retail and maybe helps with getting the price down on the shipping. Glad it's not $400. $200 still kind of sucks. We're used to that Amazon generation to get them free shipping. If they can find a retail partner, maybe there's a solution for that. And hope to see more about the Nova Blast in the future, and who knows what other projects they could collaborate on soon. Most importantly, man, I'm so excited to see Evil Dead tomorrow. One of my favorite film franchises. I am a huge Ash Williams mark. I even have a chainsaw arm downstairs, thanks to the good people at Retro Realm, so very excited to see this. Obviously, right now, I'm a one-pin man because, I'm not rich, but hopefully in the future, right now, I've got my eyes set on Jaws, Premium, but maybe Evil Dead changes this, and especially with whatever Kerry Hardy knows about this machine. He says, oh, it's real good. So very excited to get a look at this tomorrow, and hopefully I get a chance to play it soon. Anyways, guys, let me know in the comments down below, what do you think of the Unico news about their shipping on the little end, and John D, of course, working with them in the capacity is that something that you're excited about? And last but not least, Spooky Pinball coming in strong, Evil Dead. Do you think this is going to be a game changer for Spooky? Will it put them on the map as the 1B to Stern's 1A? Let me know your thoughts. Anyways, guys, thank you so very much for watching. This is Michael B. the Game Genie. I'll talk to you next time.